All right, our last key element has to do with head and neck placement, okay? So when we talk about our Pilates rest position, what we were originally looking at is making sure that our chin wasn't jutting out, right? So we had the proper supports underneath our head to make sure that we felt, nice and comfortable, nice and neutral with the position of our head. When we talk about the placement and preparation for exercise, it's really important that we engage our deep neck muscles and not the ones on the surface through here, which are the ones that want to kick on all the time, right, for support and stability. And so there's two cueing options for learning how to turn on those muscles specifically. If you have a past neck injury or if you have tightness in your neck, I feel 99.9% confident that you're going to prefer one of these versus the other. If you have no problems with your neck, no tension or any tightness or anything like that, you may feel fine with either one of them. But I encourage you to try both gently and then pick whichever one feels best for you. They both do the same thing. They're just a little bit different cueing, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start in your Pilates rest position. And the first option is to imagine that you have a big giant grapefruit that's sitting right in front of your neck, right? Do y'all remember the game when we were younger, and I'm sure people still play it, where you would put a fruit on your neck and you would, pass it down the line and grab it from each other? It's that same idea. So put that grapefruit right there, but ever so gently, you're just gonna tuck your chin just a bit to hold that grapefruit so it doesn't fall out, okay? Subtle, subtle, subtle. Okay, this is not a bearing down, hard, contraction of those muscles. It's a gentle, subtle engagement of those muscles. Okay, so everyone take a moment and practice. In your Pilates rest position, in your head in that nice neutral position, just that subtle engagement of nodding your chin a bit to hold that grapefruit in place. How does that feel, right? Do you feel a lot of tightness on the back side of your neck? If you do, that's not what we want, right? We want to feel a little bit of engagement on the front or nothing, okay? We definitely don't want to feel tightness through the back. So relax your shoulders and, imagine that you're holding that grapefruit. So that's option one. Option two is much more of a imagining that, say, your head is a balloon, right? And so it just ever so gently floats up off your head if you're sitting towards the ceiling, but if you're laying down your Pilates rest position, your head's gently floating towards the wall. If a light were shining on the top of your head towards that wall, that's the direction that you go. It's not an extension like this where your head juts out, right? Everything stays neutral, and it's just a gentle lifting or elongation. The top of your head, the crown of your head, is moving away from your sacrum or from your tailbone, okay? So that's option two. So again, what it looks like in your Pilates rest position is you're laying down, and you are either going to very subtly imagine that you're squeezing that grapefruit, or you're going to subtly imagine that your head is elongating away from your pelvis. So that's our head and neck placement.